So help me out. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, children, hivelings, believers, AC Smooth fans, Golden Warrior fans, President Mitt fans if he has any. This is Resolution Next. I am your host, the man with a good head on my shoulders because I have no net to support it. The man who just got fried by Ari Lennox not even an hour ago. The Necklace Wonder, AC Smooth. Along with me, I have my boys. The Maharaja, Isaac, the Golden Warrior, along with the almighty host, Donovan. What's going on, y'all?
I'm good, man. I'm chilling.
I'm doing a lot better today, man.
You say you just got fired?
Oh no, I didn't get fired. I got flamed by Ari Lennox earlier today.
How bad?
It was actually like 20 minutes ago. She's currently live on Instagram, and so she was hanging out with her friend, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just comment and see what she says. So I was like, you it was like y'all are weird in a good way. No, I was saying in a great way actually. So I gave her a compliment telling her how great her weirdness was because hey, I'm a weird guy myself. So yeah, I like weird people. And so she was like, you know what? Smooth Style. My Instagram name is Smooth Style. So she was like, you have two zeros for O's in your name. You want to talk about somebody being weird? I was like, yeah, but I mean that's a good thing. I'm gonna try to get a video to screen record it while once we finish because she should be done when we get off.
Okay.
But yeah, that was my highlight of my day. Outside of that, man, I've been smooth. I've been chilling. I haven't really been chilling, but I've been out and about, man. Trying to get stuff ready, trying to do some Christmas shopping and all that other good jazz. I need to buy me an ugly sweater. I think I'm gonna buy me an ugly sweater this weekend. Where's a good place to get some ugly sweaters?
Old Navy.
I wonder if I can fit on Navy. My fat sauce. I want to be able to like have a little fun with this Christmas holiday, being in school and everything like that. Wear some fun stuff for the kids so they can have fun looking at the clothes I wear. Get me some Christmas ties and all that other good stuff in Burlington. But with that being said, Donovan.
NXT UK.
NXT UK, you catch up? You caught up? I know. I already got like one big notification about the championship match between Rhea Ripley and Toni Storm.
Yeah, the last thing I literally just watched it. I just watched the championship match between Jordan Devlin and Pete Dunne. Just got done watching it.
Pete Dunne won?
Yeah, very well done match, man.
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to be able to get used to Jordan Devlin a lot more now than I was able to in the first UK tournament. Because I wasn't too sold on the first.
Well, I'm reading, and did you guys know there was a dark match for today's show?
I'm not surprised. What was it?
It was Killer Kelly defeated Charlie Morgan.
Whoever that is.
With Twan.
I mean, I know who Killer Kelly is. She was in the Mae Young Classic this year.
Yeah, they got a dark match.
And I'm actually a fan of Killer Kelly.
Yeah, it sucks they had a dark match though.
Yeah. I mean, she'll get her moment. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with Walter on the UK in the UK scene.
Is he gone?
You say you think it's gonna be UK?
Oh yeah, from what I've seen, it's a UK deal.
Okay.
So we had two dark matches.
What was the other one?
We'll get into that. The first opening match was Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate, or not versus Tyler Bate. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate defeated Mark, Kofi, and Wolfgang.
Nice. So, what's going on, James?
We had another dark match. Wild Boar and Tucker defeated Jack Stars and Jake Constantino.
I don't know none of these people.
To be honest, this was a pretty solid card. I don't think everybody watched all of it.
The only thing in NXT UK thing I saw was Pete Dunne and Jordan Devlin. I haven't seen anything after that.
Then we saw
Not much, man.
Then we saw Millie McKenzie and Zia Brookside versus Killer Kelly and Charlie Morgan.
Hey, there is Killer Kelly.
Not in a dark match.
Yeah. I'll probably end up watching the UK stuff. If not tonight, then tomorrow, after I get off work.
And then we saw Eddie Dennis defeated Ashton Smith.
It was some skinny dude, small kid. It was some small dude, wasn't he?
Who?
Not
It's
Eddie,
about
I'm talking
Saxton
about
Huxley.
Ashton.
Yeah, one of them dudes are really small.
Yeah, Ashton Huxley.
Like Ho-Ho Loon small.
No, Ashton Smith. Then we saw Joseph Connors defeated Saxton Huxley. He's talking about, yeah, Ashton Smith is small. And of course, then we saw Pete Dunne defeat Jordan Devlin.
I definitely want to see that now.
I don't know why Jordan Devlin had a shot.
You forgot about Zach Gibson 10 match.
Well, I'm getting to that. Then we saw El Ligero defeated Dan Maloney.
He's just Ligero in the WWE UK.
I don't fucking care. Yeah, I'm gonna always call it El Ligero.
Yeah, I think that's just something that's just gonna happen by nature because like he's always been El Ligero to us. I mean, it's like you expect me to just take all the.
I mean, really, man.
I'm gonna check it out, James. I can't check it out right now though. I'm gonna check it out.
Then we saw Tyler Bate defeated Joe Kofi.
That would be a decent lose.
That was actually a good match.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nick.
No, I was agreeing. So that was really a good match. That's something to watch.
I'm gonna check it out.
Then we saw Zach Gibson and James Drake defeated Kenny Williams and Amir Jordan.
They booed James. Did they boo Zach Gibson?
Yes.
Okay. Because they always boo that guy.
Zach Gibson is such a good heel, though.
Yeah.
Then the main event, the main event for day 2, because this was 2 cards in 1, as you can tell.
Yeah, they do some
Rhea
shows.
Ripley defeated Toni Storm to win the NXT UK Men's Championship.
Okay, so now it's official.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, and look, let's be real here. If anybody has the app, you pretty much knew this months in advance. Like they crowned this. This happened like a month and a half ago at least.
That's one thing I don't like about the WWE app. It like to spoil you when
Oh my gosh! Don't remind me. Like I remember when they it was remember when Undisputed Era lost the tag team titles to Mustache Mountain, right? And how they spoiled it a whole week before we were able to see it.
Oh yeah.
That really made me just like want to delete. That's the only thing that I think it really made me want to like. You know, I'm just cancel my network, man. But other than
Because I remember when I missed Raw for a house show that came here, it reveals like, oh, Jason Jordan is the son of Kurt Angle. Like, what the fuck?
man, I was so lost to the episode. I once that happened, I just turned the TV off. I went to bed. I was like, you know what? This is enough Raw for the day. You mean to tell me that Kurt Angle was down with the swirl?
Wow. Okay.
Crazy Kurt. It must have been when he was still taking those types of photos.
You know what? I think this is gonna sound weird, but what if? All right, go. Let's take. And this has nothing to do with anything next wise, but it just came to me. What if you? All right, so y'all remember back in the storyline where Kurt Angle was stalking Charmel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what if? And I know having him, it being like they did something during that time period would not make sense for Jason Jordan. But what if Kurt Angle was stalking Charmel because he was addicted to the you know what?
Wow.
I mean, back then, this is stuff that they would not hesitate to do at all.
You're not even wrong though, so it's like you can't. It's not like we can like sit there. Oh, that's impossible. But you gotta look at how people wrote things back then. They didn't care.
Right.
90s cartoons. Nobody cared about it back then.
Like now, like so SJWs would not have it.
Oh no. No, they wouldn't stand for it now. They wouldn't stand for it in any shape, way, form, or fashion.
Definitely not.
But seriously, NXT UK was lit this week.
I know.
And look,
We actually had a lot of matches.
yeah, and it's only going to get better. It's like after this first, I feel like after this first takeover, it's really going to start kicking. It's really going to eat pedal to the metal.
Yeah, January is one important month for wrestling.
Oh, January is going to be crazy.
There's 2 takeovers and Royal Rumble.
Final battle.
Wrestle.
The final battle's in December.
Oh, my fault. Is there? So that's the. I thought it was a Ring of Honor show in January.
No, that's TNA. That's Impact Wrestling.
Okay, my fault.
And then there's
There's
Wrestle
going
Kingdom.
to be a show in January.
There's TNA.
There's going to be a show in January. There's going to be one in January. It's just Final Battle is going to be like the biggest thing that happens in December. December is a really slow month for wrestling.
Yeah.
And I thank Ring of Honor for having a big event in December.
Yeah, thank you, Ring of Honor, because, I mean, TLC's happening, but right now the only thing I care about with TLC is Charlotte, Becky, and, Asuka.
There's going to be a ladder war at Final Battle. For those who don't know, ladder wars are like TLC matches, only way better.
Definitely.
Who's in this ladder war? I want to know.
The Young Bucks. The
Oh.
Briscoe brothers.
And SCU!
Yeah, that's who's in it. SCU, the Young Bucks, and the Briscoe.
Hey, Anthony.
Yes.
I think Scorpio Sky would say it best. SCU there.
I think he would say something like that.
I swear that SCU is going. The SCU lines are going to like catch on. I swear.
Oh, they're not already.
Well, you did kind of do one of those roll your eyes moments when I said SCU all later at the end of the Golden Report.
Isaac rolls his eyes at least 5 times a day. That's nothing new.
Well, I mean, I keep dealing with eye roll moments.
I mean,
I am not that bad, motherfucker.
hey, I roll my eyes 20 times a day, so it's okay.
Just talking about in general, I encounter something every day that makes me want to do that. Or I read something on Twitter, Facebook.
SCU later was just that was from being the elite for nobody that knows, and it's just I'm sold on it.
If you didn't see Being the Elite, you need to do your
Yes, I will do myself a favor and watch Being the Elite when I get the chance.
I do not
I
watch
just-
it already.
I mean, I've been at the dealership like the last 2 days. Got to get this record label done, dog. No, I'm joking. I had to get inspection.
Pierce. Well, we're not calling him Pierce Anthony Pierce anymore.
Alright, what's next?
205 Live is next, actually. So this is the part where I come in. 205 Live. We started off with a match between my boy again, Noam Dar, taking on the man of love himself, Mike Kanellis. It was a pretty solid match. Lucha House Party came out, interrupted, distracted Mike Kanellis. Kalisto kicked him in the face. Then Noam Dar took advantage of. Was it Kalisto? It was one of the losers. It was one of the Loser House Party. You know what I mean.
It was Lince Dorado who got involved.
They're all
One of the
losers.
fans that Anthony, and one of the fans just said, Anthony, now you sound like people that are hating on AC Smooth. All the Smooth riders look the same.
That's racist.
No, that's smoothest.
That too. We don't do smoothism around here. No racism, no smoothism, and no neckism.
Somebody just said, how do you tell the difference between Magic Pony and AC Smooth?
Excuse me, Magic Pony wears a horse head.
They said they still can't tell the difference. You both look like a couple of jackasses.
Wow, the haters.
I'm sorry, that's fucking hilarious. You guys are great.
You're haters.
Isaac's over there. Well, they ain't lying.
Bunch of haters. But
Said that it's hard to tell AC Smooth and Magic Pony apart because they both look like jackasses.
it's okay, haters. I still love you. I think.
Anthony, you know what's funny? I showed the people the AC Smooth I made. They said you look a lot better with the tattoos.
I must see this AC Smooth. And I'm still trying to get Fire Pro.
I didn't touch that game in a while.
I mean, they were obviously not happy about that. Noam Dar got the win here. We had again, we have our typical squash match in between, which was actually Hideo Itami made his return to 205 Live. And that's not the only person that made a return to 205 Live. Because after Hideo Itami won his match, out comes Arya Daivari. Yes, my boy Arya Daivari. Shout out to him for telling me shut up twice.
First time since the Great Royal Rumble, wasn't it?
It's pretty close, somewhere around there, actually. So he's back. He comes out. It looks like he's going to take on Hideo Itami for a second, but then he takes his jacket off. He takes his shirt off, and he starts attacking said jobber. And then he looks at Daivari. He looks at Itami and says, "I respect you." And they shake hands, and then Daivari leaves. So I don't know what this is going to happen here. I'm thinking that I'm really starting to think there are conversations about debuting the tag titles for this 205 Live brand.
Why do you have to loot your house party for no reason?
I mean, look at they have teams for days now. Like, you can do this. I mean, you have Ali and Cedric. You have TJP and Mike Bennett. Yeah, I said Bennett, not Canales. I know. You have what seems to be Hideo Itami and Arya Daivari. You have Gallagher and Gulak, which I want to talk about Gulak in a second. You have Tozawa and Kendrick. You have Murphy. You got Lose the House Party. Lose the House Party. My fault.
I have a question for you, Anthony.
Yes.
Is there a reason why they're not really showing Akira Tozawa too much?
I mean, he had a little small segment on show today.
Yeah, but they haven't really shown much of him at all, like for months.
I mean, he's really playing back. He's really just like playing second fiddle right now to not Gallagher, but the storyline with Kendrick right now. But that's pretty much all he's doing at the moment.
Is he getting more Kendrick lessons? Because that was the only entertaining part about their interactions.
No, they're not getting lessons right now. He's just there to be the moral support for him while he's feuding with Gallagher and Gulak. Speaking of, while on Gulak and Gallagher, Gulak called he called Brian Kendrick a homeless Leonardo DiCaprio.
I still love that.
Oh my gosh! Shout out to JID for his DiCaprio 2 album too. That junk is nice. I know Mitch listens to it since he is from the A.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
Yeah. I honestly did think Kendrick look like Leo DiCaprio. So.
And shout out you. Who looks more like DiCaprio, the guy on JID's album or Brian Kendrick?
The guy on JID's album.
I think both of them still look like pretty much like DiCaprio, but still.
They're pretty close.
But then we have the team of Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy and Tony Nese. It was a really good tag match here. Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander got the win when Cedric Alexander actually pinned Buddy Murphy.
I honestly thought I was waiting for a heel turn. Well, I can't be the only one waiting for a heel turn the whole night.
Oh, I'm still waiting too.
The seats have been sown for it.
Like I think Cedric Alexander needs it. I'm very interested in seeing what he is like as a heel.
Like, I feel it in my bones. I'm waiting for it. Yeah.
Oh, next week we also get a tornado tag match between the Loser House Party and Kanellis and TJP. So it seems like a 3-on-2 match.
Basically.
And somehow, some way, TJP and Bennett are going to win.
Why is there a live-action Cowboy Bebop coming to Netflix?
What?
What the hell?
You said why is what?
There's a. I'm sorry to throw everybody off, but apparently there's a live-action Cowboy Bebop coming to Netflix.
Yeah, there is. As long as
Why?
Attack on Titan, I'm good.
Why not?
That's fair.
I just don't think it can translate well as a live action.
Well, you just gotta get the right people. No white people, though. White people ruin everything.
I mean, if you have the right people, I think you're able to do whatever you want. Remember, like Stephen Joe said, we can do anything we want to do.
I don't know, man. I'm not. I just gotta see who they got playing it, and then I'll deal with it.
Yeah,
You gotta get the music right too.
definitely.
The music was a critical part of that show. Very critical. All right. So what else is there? By the way, his promo was good. So
Yeah. All right, we're on NXT now. So who wants to cover NXT?
I got this. So, NXT, first thing that happened was we got Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch versus the Mighty. Solid match. That was pretty solid because they did the blood flowing. Oney Lorcan and Burch got the win on a roll up. And then the Mighty just laid out Burch and Lorcan after that. I'm not sure why, but like they're heels, so who knows?
Right. I mean, just progressing the storyline pretty much.
Yeah, basically. Then we got EC3 return. He got a victory over Marcel Bartel.
Oh, my boy, Marcel Bartel.
Yeah, and then after he got the win, he put Bobby Fish in particular on notice. That he said he's coming for head and knee. So yeah.
Can we sit here and just appreciate how right I was about Marcel? No, I'm not going to go about myself, but Marcel Bartel.
Marcel needs more airtime. I like it though.
Oh yeah, and look, if things go the way I'm hoping they go, I would love to see him in the UK scene, working with his old stablemate, Walter.
You think we'll get?
I don't know if we will, but I definitely would like to see it.
Another thing that was out. Another thing that was interesting is that they tried to get it worked with Candice LeRae after her loss to Nikki Cross, and she said nothing, although she said that. Tommaso Ciampa is going to be live on NXT next week. Curious to see what he has to say. What else happened?
Keith Lee and Lars.
Oh my gosh, that was a good match.
I was going to say Mia Yim and Vanessa Bourne.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was solid. That was really solid too.
Yeah, Mia got the win, although not I expected that. And also, what was it? 3. Yeah, and Lars and Keith. I actually thought Keith was going to go over. I really did think he was going over.
I think just about everybody felt like Keith Lee was going over because all the vignettes for Lars Sullivan going on Raw and SmackDown. So I think just about everybody felt that this was going to be the time where they bring in Lee.
Yeah.
But
now they're saying he's a free agent. On SmackDown.
the worst idea ever.
First of all, don't you have to actually do something with your career to be
No, because they're playing.
Does anybody really give a shit?
Vince.
Apparently.
Okay, well.
I mean, SmackDown could use Lars Sullivan because, Sanity's not being used at all, and they don't have any big guys over there.
Yeah, they don't have and Raw already has Braun,
Drew,
and Lashley.
and Brock.
They don't need Lars.
No, Brock doesn't count. He doesn't even show up. So you can't really count Brock.
Oh, they have Corbin. He's a big, tall dude.
Well, he's an idiot, so and he's an idiot.
Hey, respect the general manager elect.
I don't respect.
Look. You have to respect Constipated Corbin.
His name is Constable. Actually, his name is general manager elect, sir.
It's Constipated
how-
Corbin.
I'm not calling it.
How is he elected? There was no voting.
You said what?
How is he supposed to be general manager elect? There was no voting poll.
Because Stephanie voted for him.
I voted for him.
But you're AC Smooth. You'd literally vote for like Drew McIntyre to be the fucking general manager of Raw.
That'd
Obviously.
be awesome.
It's not ever
I
gonna happen.
vote for anybody except John Laurinaitis. Don't try and crack
Hey.
that.
I am a fan of people power.
Hey, why not give Alexa a chance? She might be good.
But there's talks about speaking of which, there's talks about like since there's a pretty good chance that Corbin's going to lose, that we might actually see Alexa Bliss as the Raw general manager.
She's Eve Torres right now, actually.
There's also Matt Hardy trying to throw his name in there.
Matt Hardy confirmed that he's coming back as a wrestler.
I really don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that.
He said that on the podcast, on Jim Walsh's podcast, I think it was.
I know, but I still don't know how to feel about that.
I would totally like to see him, Matt Hardy as GM. I think it'd be great.
A lot of people are getting tired of the oversaturation on Raw of heel GMs and generic face GMs.
I know, right?
Like,
I mean-
no matter how good of a character you've been, Mick Foley and Kurt Angle with the same template.
Chris Dilworth had you in the story.
They're like every heel, and then every heel thing is the same way. Every heel GM seems to be the same.
I'm actually not the biggest fan of the entire authority thing at this point. It's just like, I mean, it's a staple of what they are and what they're about, but how much longer can that really work the way you want it to work?
It's not gonna. It can't last that much longer. I mean, because he's been doing that for like how many months? He was doing that at SummerSlam.
Yeah, and the thing is, and I like the way that I like the way that 205 Live and NXT does it.
How do you guys feel about Hulk Hogan being a possible general manager of Raw?
No. No.
I don't want to see him.
Come on, brother! He's got to be the general manager, brother!
He doesn't have to do anything. But Vince is retarded, so it's like, oh, you want to be GM? Sure, we'll bring you in and talk to you.
Yeah, well, this is how it's going to go. Do you have a wife, brother, or a girlfriend? I'll bang her, brother.
Can I talk about something off topic here? Because I didn't ask on the voting report.
Good.
Isaac,
Yes.
I was going to ask you, how do you feel about Don Callis taking over as broadcasting for Access TV for New Japan?
With Kevin?
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, I can dig it. I like it. I like them as a group anyway.
Too bad.
Somebody coughing up
Yeah.
their lung there? You done?
I've got allergies really bad. My ear is hurt. Like, one of my ears is hurt, killing me.
Alright.
It's hard for me to do this, but I'm here.
Alright.
Oh, we have another question on that subject.
Bring it.
So, how do you... Goddamn.
Jeez.
The question is, how do you feel about Kevin Kelly and Don Callis? How do you feel about Don Callis being with Impact and New Japan?
I like it. He does good on both. You know, he brings the same energy to both.
Right.
That same, I want to say arrogance, but the same, like, humor. I want to say, he brings the same energy to both. I don't know how to put it.
And let's make this clear. Without Don Callis, TNA wouldn't be saved. Don Callis saved Impact.
Yeah, Don Callis definitely saved Impact. Don't at me.
There's a reason I liked him.
I don't know. Sanjay Dutt was a great commentator.
Was he?
But I'm kind of curious about my.
Would you rather have Sanjay Dutt or Josh Matthews?
Josh Matthews.
Josh Matthews.
That stand to listen to Josh Matthews.
Hey, we got a like from Chris Gilbert.
I mean, he's better than Byron.
We got a reply from Chris Dillsworth. What does it say, Matt?
No, I'd say he liked us post.
Cool.
Shout out to Dilworth. And no, Jamie, I'm not fighting Dilworth.
Josh is perfect for Impact. He's like the perfect balance for it.
Yeah, because every Fed needs a tool.
Hey, Josh Matthews is actually a good commentator. I don't care what you say.
I like him. I can't wait for Impact tomorrow.
It's like stacked.
Yeah, Tommy Dreamer's gonna face Eli Drake. Jordan Grace is gonna face Katrina. The Lucha Brothers are gonna take on the Mac and Rick Swan. What else is going on?
Well, you said Rick Swan. That killed the card.
Hey, watch it. I'm a fan of Rick Swan. Can you handle this?
What else is going on?
You're a tool, though, so.
Somehow.
Hey, watch it, chump. Excuse me. I am the intergender champion. Watch it, chump.
So now you acknowledge the intergender title.
What? What happened?
Before, you wouldn't acknowledge your title.
What title?
The intergender title.
I have an intergender title?
You just said you
Just
did.
that you had it. You're full.
I don't know about that.
Everybody heard it. Hashtag intergender is smooth.
I have 2 different personalities.
Somebody said hashtag intergender is smooth.
Anyway, like I was saying, we also tomorrow we're probably gonna. It's just tomorrow's night's just building towards Homecoming, which is January 6th. That's the next big pay-per-view for Impact. There's gonna be an Ultimate X match on the card.
Tomorrow?
Well, at
Homecoming in January.
There's going to be an Ultimate X match, as well as Johnny Impact versus Brian Cage, Taya Valkyrie versus Tessa Blanchard in a Monsters Ball. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure the way they're built. Update from Eddie Edwards, who got committed last week.
That's such a great storyline.
Yeah, so we're going to get an update from that. As well as
does anybody know that Eddie Edwards is the second guy on Impact to ever get committed?
I think the first was Abyss. I think.
No, Abyss was actually never committed. They just showed him in a straitjacket.
Who was the first?
Samuel Shaw.
I feel like I should know who that is, and I feel like a douche for not knowing.
You know the guy from NWA, Sammy Shaw or Sam Shaw?
Oh yeah.
That's him. He had that, but I don't know if you guys remember, but I just want to remind you, and Anthony, this will make you laugh. Do you remember this? He had a gimmick where he loved his hands.
Excuse me?
Huh.
That was Samuel Shaw's TNA gimmick, if you remember. He loved his hands. If anybody touched his hands, he would fly off the rails.
What was his hands for?
And he got committed?
I'm trying to. He was trying to the gimmick was he was kind of a stalker heel gimmick. He was trying to go out with Christy Hemme, and then he feuded with Gunner Scott, if you guys are from NXT or Gunner, and they showed that. Then they were both off of TV, except they'd make cameos in the asylum, and then they were both just pulled from TV.
So you mean Jackson Riker?
Yes.
Yep. By the way, shout out to Gunner. He's on the independent scene. He's still fucking doing great. He's talented.
Yo, you know who I didn't realize is working independent scene?
Crimson?
Mercury. I didn't know Mercury was back in the Indies.
You talking about Joey?
Joey Mercury. Joey Mercury.
Joey Wrestling. Who do you think Joey Wrestling was in Lucha Underground?
Huh?
Who do you think Joey Wrestling was in Lucha Underground?
Joey Wrestling?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's going by. He's going by Joey Wrestling.
Yeah, he was
I swear one of these days they're gonna him and Mundo are gonna get back together.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Was he in this last season?
Yeah, man.
All right,
Remember the wedding?
I gotta go catch up.
Dude, Isaac was covering that.
It was on Lucha Underground, bro.
You didn't tell me that it was Joey Mercury. My fault.
I thought you knew.
Yes, he did.
I thought you knew.
Isaac said it.
I know a lot of things, okay?
I told you Killshot.
Hey, at least he made a better career choice than Jamie Noble.
That is,
And Jamie Noble is working backstage at WWE, sir.
yeah, I told you.
Yeah, he makes an occasional on-screen appearance as the guy that breaks up fights or gets
But
his ass kicked by
he's
guys
still,
fighting.
I think he still lives in the trailer, though.
Yeah, him and Heath Slater are sharing a trailer right now.
Stop playing.
Anyway, yeah, I told you Killshot was Shane Strickland.
Yeah, I know about Strickland.
I told you Judas Macias was Mil Muertes. And I swear to God, apparently Matt Cross is Son of Havoc.
What?
Oh my God, how did you not know that? Who else has a beard like that?
Matt Taven.
There you go.
That is absolutely fair. Well, who else is that short and snotty with a beard like that?
Matt Taven.
Matt Taven, pretty much.
Matt Taven. At first, no, I'm serious. At first, I thought it was Matt Taven. I said this like on this show. I said, "Is that fucking Matt Taven?" I swear that's Matt Taven.
Well, you got Matt right, but it's not Matt Taven. It's Matt Cross. So
Yeah.
in case I blew everybody's minds, Matt Cross was Son of Havoc.
Yeah, I was surprised when I found out it was Matt Cross because I like Matt Cross. I do.
Yeah. If you don't remember who Matt Cross is the guy who fought MJF on the opening match of All In.
Mm-hmm.
What does MJF stand for?
God. Something Freeman.
Oh, okay.
Isn't it MJF though? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently he's out for 6 weeks with a injury.
Yeah, he's hurt, and Ray Phoenix is injured as well.
Yeah.
I covered that on Golden Report, but I'm just covering it again because, man, MJF is like so entertaining. He's the middleweight champion, but he's so fucking entertaining.
Jamie says that Matt Taven sounds like Jim Florentine, the comedian.
Anyway, back to the point here. Joey Wrestling, how could you not know? He wasn't even wearing a mask, so there's no excuse. You have no excuse for not knowing that was Joey Wrestling.
I haven't been able to watch Lucha as of late, so like I'm a few episodes behind.
The whole season. I went through the whole season, bro.
I still gotta see the person.
Did you not watch any of this past season?
No.
I've watched a few episodes, not enough to really.
Anyway, it was on the episode where Taya and Johnny got
Good talk. Good talk.
Great talk.
The profession. We're sitting here covering a show, and this dude ain't even watching what he covered.
I don't cover Lucha Underground, sir.
You heard me, Anthony. I was joking. I said like I do it, like I don't.
Maxwell Jacob Freeman, thank you.
But no, I don't know. Like, when some of these guys come out masked, I don't know who they are. I don't either. Like, I knew Joey Mercury, but because I remember, like, when it was on, I sent Isaac a message. Is that fucking Joey Mercury? Isaac's like, dude, how can you not tell it? I just asked because he looks different. He looks a lot different.
Yeah, he has some issue. He's had some kind of legal issue going on too. I don't know what that was about.
I don't.
Anyway,
I
what else?
remember, Isaac, I asked you if that was him because you said you were like, bro, you can't tell that's him. I'm like, well, that's why I'm asking because last time I saw it, he was in a suit getting his ass kicked alongside Jamie Noble.
J&J Security.
I'm not gonna lie though, like those two as a tag team was a very good idea. It's just they've got the Singh brothers treatment, and not to be honest, I'm a fan of the Singh brothers. I liked the Bollywood boys.
I didn't care for the Bollywood boys.
I liked them when they were in NXT. I didn't like them when they came up.
Hey, oh yes, guess what, guys? Tomorrow makes 2 years that NXT that 205 Live has been in existence. And you know who had the first match ever on 205 Live? It's AC Trivia.
Isaac, we forgot something on NFT.
Hang on, Mitt. Let Anthony get his up first.
Okay.
AC Trivia. Who had the first ever match on 205 Live?
Bollywood Boys?
Yes, the Bollywood Brothers had the first match. Yes, Samil and Sunil Singh. I said their names wrong. The Singh brothers had the first match on 205 Live.
It's a shame that they got booked just to be fucking like J&J security for Gender My Balls.
Gender my balls.
You're not. You're the only person that still finds that still just laugh. Tori just heard that, and I've already got him. I've done 3 things with this dude. Adam Cole Bebe is a constant. Gender My Balls, and I forget the other one. I'm getting him going on.
Gender.
Oh,
Poor
Drew
things.
Galloway. I got to say Drew Galloway. I will forever call him Drew Galloway because I'm sorry, but Drew McIntyre kind of still sounds like that fucking skinny cowboy gimmick he had. Galloway is the name he had since he bulked up and became intimidating, and I feel like that's exactly the kind of heel he's played.
Since he bulked up and became scary.
Yeah,
3B, baby.
Hey, Anthony, I got a question for you. This is and Isaac, I want you to answer it too, but this is mostly for like you, Anthony. How do you feel about Drew McIntyre's NXT run as a face versus his main roster heel run?
I think the heel run fits him better.
I think the heel run fits him better too, but I want him to go like be heel on his own. Like I don't think like he just jumped from. He's been heel the whole time, but he jumped from being heel with Dolph and Braun to being heel with Bobby and Baron. I'm like, when are you going to be a heel on your own? Because he's good enough to be a good heel on his own.
I feel like that they're actually doing a good job with him though, because they're not just XL pushing. They're actually slow building him into the megastar heel.
Yeah.
He's not going to be a superstar. He's not going to be a quick push. They're slowly building him, like they're doing with Ember Moon, and that's actually how these call-ups should be handled. To be honest with you.
Yeah. I agree there with Donovan. I don't think pushing him too quickly. I don't think Rock, in the words of Edge and Christian, I don't think Rock is strapping him to the top is the way to go.
I mean, they tried that with Bobby Roode, which why they turned him face, I'll never understand. In the WWE 2K19 story mode, you first go to SmackDown, he's your first opponent, and he's still heel Bobby Roode.
I'm taking the Broken Dreams theme song every single time, Jamie.
I really wish Bobby Roode would get rid of the Glorious theme and just be heel Bobby Roode. Because Anthony, you know better than anybody that heel Bobby Roode is the best Bobby Roode.
Yeah, no questions.
They need to get rid of Gable because he's always ready, willing, and able to kick his ass.
Oh, Chris Charlton's going to be there. Never mind.
I don't know. I feel like Vince is just punishing Bobby Roode because he's like almost 40.
He is pretty up there.
Yeah, and Anthony, don't get me wrong. I'm a huge fan of Bobby Roode. I've loved him since he was Robert Roode.
Oh gosh.
I was in the Team Canada when he had that fucking clothesline to the back of the head as a finisher, the Northern Lariat.
That Triple H lookalike.
I mean, he still does look like Triple H.
He's like, no, it's not Triple H, it's Canadian H, eh?
There you go.
But the thing about Bobby Roode is I remember his match from Jacked. I'm not going to get into the history of Jacked. I've done that 4 or 5 times over the course of a year. But the fact is that Bobby Roode has not aged. The only thing that changed is he no longer has blonde hair.
Right.
But, Bobby Roode, Eric Young, and Petey always, and Johnny Devine have always been entertaining as hell.
That's very true.
And it really sucks Johnny Devine ended up injured the way he did, injury prone. He had a lot of potential too.
It sucks a lot of these guys were as injury prone as they were.
And you know what's sad, Anthony? Is Scott D'Amore is actually a really good trainer. Like, if you really dived into who he's trained, you'd be surprised, because he's also trained Christian, too.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And Rhino. As much as he's a horrible on-screen manager, and people really wanted, Don West and Mike today wanted you to hate him, but I can't hate Scott D'Amore because I know his history. He actually trained Rhino and Christian back in the 90s.
Ah.
He's been in the Canadian Fringe for like years. And can anybody explain to me how Rusev is as great as he is and has them up and had fucking Gangrel and Rikishi as like his trainers?
What?
No idea. Alright, I got nothing.
Speaking of Gangrel, he's one half of the VCW Tag Team Champions.
You don't want to get off your butt.
Did y'all hear that?
Mel was on Ellen? That's when you know you're about.
Repeat what you said, because like Isaac's distracted, Mitt's having a hard time hearing because you can tell, and I'm not bitching at Mitt. Just so you know, Mitt, your background is not EMI level.
Or what you said.
I'm sorry about that.
I said that Gangrel is one half of the Vanguard Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
Gangrel this pisses me off. Gangrel was such a fucking good wrestler and character. And look where he came. Like, this dude could have literally managed anybody, and he could have been a world champion, and WWE's just like, we won't listen.
Please.
You guys want to know who his tag team partner is?
Who?
Kevin Thorne.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are they not
You didn't know that?
I'm not surprised.
Isaac, this is in Norfolk.
Is that the thing you're going to Saturday?
Yeah. Billy Gunn is the VCW heavyweight champion.
Jesus.
So, yeah, Billy Gunn's going to be there, Carlito, Kevin Thorne, and Gangrel.
I had a question, Anthony.
Ask away.
Who are some famous wrestlers out of Norfolk?
Out of Norfolk? Famous?
Like, it didn't have to be, like, legends. I'm just saying, like, big names that came out of Norfolk.
Yeah, about that. Lawrence Taylor.
That's fair. That's absolutely
That's all I can give you, Lawrence Taylor.
I kind of want to Google, like, famous wrestlers from Norfolk, Virginia.
You're going to get Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, I halfway expect it. But, like, Norfolk is in the 2K game, so I'm at least imagining that somebody, big name, was in WWE at some point.
Yeah, please look that up, because I have yet to find anybody from the 757 to make it to, like, one of the big feds.
Oh, and Isaac, did you want to discuss with Anthony who's coming to Impact tomorrow? You forgot the tag team.
Oh, the Rascals.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing that. Aren't they about to feud with with OVE?
I don't know, but they're just making their debut. Trey Miguel, Zachary Wentz, and Desmond Xavier.
I mean, I think they might as well, because I mean, how you gonna have two teams of two Ohio-based teams and not have a feud over Ohio?
Far from Dayton. They're both from Dayton, so.
It makes it even better. They're all from the same city, let alone the same state.
Huh? What? Yeah, so should be interesting. Not sure who they're gonna be against, but it should be interesting.
Send that to me, Jamie. I want to see that. But yeah, I mean, I don't have anything else unless Mitt. I know Mitt said he had something about NXT that he wanted to bring up.
You forgot the video package that was on NXT
Oh, Ciampa?
of Djokovic was saying
What?
Who?
there was a video package like towards the end of NXT. The Djokovic or something.
Oh, you mean Dijakovic?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
it was in there.
Donovan Dijakovic.
Yeah.
I don't know why Carol be tripping over that.
Here, whoever recommended me to Wrestling Fans Assemble used to go on a plane and stuff this morning.
I'm looking right now. There is.
Okay, Donovan, to answer your question, you got the Upton brothers of baseball, David White,
He's looking for wrestlers, not athletes. But still.
Oh,
continue.
Yeah, the only reason I said I know I said Lawrence Taylor, but I mean he did wrestle.
and y'all gonna laugh. He's from Columbus, Georgia. Y'all gonna pick on me.
Oh, I found a famous wrestler,
Who?
Luther Lindsay,
Who?
aka Luther Goodall. He was famous for his NWA, All Japan Pro Wrestling, Joint Promotions, and Stampede Wrestling.
Yeah, I've never heard of this guy.
He was born in 1924, so yeah, I'm sure you have it.
Yeah, that's before like my parents and I'm pretty sure my grandmother was not here yet. So yeah, my grandmother was definitely not here yet. So that's a few generations after me. Before me, my fault.
He had matches with Iron Mike DiBiase, Ted DiBiase's dad, or granddad, I'm not sure which.
Might be his granddad.
He faced Luthez when he was the NWA World Champion.
Well, that's something.
He beat Stu Hart in the the famous Hart Dungeon.
Ah.
Oh, Joey Mercury.
Joey Burke is not from Norfolk. He's from Virginia, but not Norfolk.
Fred Ottoman, a.k.a. Tugboat and Typhoon, is from Norfolk.
Stop playing.
He was born in Norfolk, Virginia.
I did not know the Tugboat and Typhoon were... What?
Yeah, Typhoon was born in Norfolk.
Wow. Okay.
That is... See, I knew there was somebody, but we would have never got it. Oh, God, not Mojo Rawley. Don't anything, Mojo Rawley. I'm still looking.
No, Mojo's from Alexandria. I know that much.
Yeah. I'm just looking.
Hangman's from here. He's from like Northern Virginia.
A lot of people are from Fairfax.
Yeah, that's Rich, Virginia.
Oh God, no. No.
That's where all the rich people are.
He's from
Exactly.
he's from Burke, Virginia. Good, because I thought Byron Saxton. Ooh.
Over here, you guys gonna be surprised who is from Columbus, Georgia.
The Shotmaster's from Norfolk? Look up the Shotmaster real quick.
Oh my God, I don't care about.
Please don't tell me that he's from Norfolk.
He is not from Norfolk. I was looking it up.
Thank you.
Anthony, you're gonna laugh who's from Columbus, Georgia.
Who?
Other than Xavier Woods.
Who?
Mark Jannetty.
Who?
Marty Jannetty.
Know I hit you with that drop kick, Marty Jannetty. My fault. Action Bronson came in my head.
So what else is going on?
I mean, I don't have anything else. I mean, if you can go to final thoughts, we can.
No, I just wanted to cover that real quick. Also, Christian York was wrestling in Norfolk, from wrestling under from Norfolk at one point. That's it. He wasn't from Norfolk. He was independent. He lived in Norfolk for a while. That's about it. I mean, there's really but goddamn, Tugboat Typhoon was born there. That's why. Now that's a pretty big name.
I'll take it.
Norfolk actually has somebody they can claim. Typhoon, a.k.a. Tugboat, was born there. We'll take it. We'll take it. Also, we have another two famous wrestlers. Anthony, I got another two up-and-coming wrestlers from Norfolk.
Ooh, ooh.
AC Smooth and Golden Warrior. Where does Breon live now?
He lives in Roanoke.
Yeah, he's in the Nook.
There's a lot of wrestlers built from there I could use, but I'm not going to. We just went Norfolk. Like I said, I just learned something. I did not know that Typhoon was born in Norfolk. He wasn't built from there, but he was born in Norfolk.
I wonder what part. He seems like he would probably be from like Berkeley or like
Maybe even the beach.
okay, he could be from Ocean View.
Maybe.
My buddy John is from Front Royal, Virginia.
That's Rich, Virginia. That's
You said from where?
Front Royal, Virginia.
That's like near Williamsburg.
Yeah, but I didn't. If it didn't say Norfolk, even if, anybody associated with Norfolk, because Norfolk is in the 2K games, and I couldn't think of any reason why they would incorporate it unless somebody passed through WWE from there. And
Well, it's the same way with the UFC games. They have it in there.
I mean, Norfolk is a pretty big area too, and it is the home to the biggest naval base in the country.
Wait, they have a belly button base there? I'm just fucking with you. I already know, man. I already know because I have my brother-in-law actually was there doing training at the naval base. He's with the Army, but he was there. Shout out to the Armed Forces.
Yeah, we have a member of the Armed Forces with us here today.
Oh, there it is.
It's you.
I know that.
I'm serious though. I joke about a lot of shit, but I have family that I come from a semi-military family. Because a lot of my family, my grandfather, my dad, my grandfather fought in World War II for the U.S. A lot of people make fun of me because of the fact I said he's a German, but he fought for the U.S. He was born U.S. They immigrated here way before the fucking SS shit.
Yeah.
Because a lot of Germans came over in the late 1800s, early 1900s, way before the bullshit with the 1940s. And my dad was in the Air Force. My brother-in-law is two of my brother-in-laws. One's with the Army. Actually, both are with the Army. So I do have, and I have a lot of other family. I have a cousin, and y'all are going to get a kick out of this. Went to basic training, started his next stage of training in the Army, and got his leg broke.
Oh.
That sucks.
So
That really
his military discharge was very swift after that.
Yeah, I got quite a few military people in my family too, so I know. Both my grandfathers went to Vietnam. One came back.
My dad went to Vietnam. He was called into Vietnam.
But y'all ready for final thoughts?
Yeah, let's hit them.
Yeah, let's hit him up.
All right, Mitt.
Okay, my final thoughts. Make sure you tune in to the West Solution group as we're going to start on sports podcast very soon.
Very soon.
And make sure you tune in to Chris Dillwood's hashtag Good For Us tomorrow night.
I'll be there.
Solution Retros tomorrow with me and Tori and Isaac or Danny, or I don't care, because like all of you guys are great on there.
Isaac.
Y'all pray for the Cowboys as we face the Saints tomorrow.
I pray for the Cowboys. Why would I do such a thing?
Hey, Anthony, they have an old-fashioned song for this. Oh, when the Saints go marching in, they'll score touchdowns left and right. That's how it goes.
First of all,
That's how it goes.
hold on, Anthony. First of all, the Cowboys cheerleader are more over than the football team.
That is
You know what? That is not a lie.
That is not. Like, even other cheerleading squads praise the Dallas Cowboys cheerleading. They had a show about that.
Mint did not tell a lie at all. The Cowboys cheerleaders are more over than the Cowboys itself.
Are you fucking kidding me? The Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders are like the most over cheerleading squad in the NFL. It's not even a lie.
Done.
I'm not bashing. I'm trying to state facts here. They have the most over and apparently the most tedious cheerleading camp of any NFL team. Other NFL cheerleader, former cheerleaders or current, actually go and try out for the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders and fail. That's how freaking high tier their cheerleading squad is. I'm not even playing about that.
Hey, my mom wanted to be a Cowboys cheerleader, so you know how big they are.
By the way, I heard rumors at the Cowboys for your Isaac that Mike McCarthy might be considered as the Cowboys coach.
I think y'all better off with Jason Garrett if that's the case.
Yeah, then Mike McCarthy. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, but I don't think Garrett's going to get it, man. I really don't. Like,
I don't know, man. He's a really good clapper.
Anyway, if I could finish what I was trying to say.
Sorry, Isaac.
Tune in to Final Battle on December 14th with Carter Stack. That's probably going to be the best wrestling we're going to get, because the only good wrestling we're going to get from WWE is probably Asuka versus Becky versus Charlotte in TLC. That's pretty much it. And then after that, it's full speed ahead to Wrestle Kingdom.
Hey, man, you're skipping over a few matches in that card.
Question, Isaac. Why the fuck is Charlotte getting another title opportunity when she...
I don't know. Ask WWE, ask Vince. I'm done trying to answer these questions. I don't know why. I'm just happy Asuka's getting another shot.
Actually, Danny is too. But Isaac, you're overlooking AJ versus Daniel Bryan, and you're overlooking Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. I'm looking forward to those two.
Those matches might be. I'm saying those matches might be good. But I'm pretty sure that three-way TLC is going to be match of the night. If we're being honest.
Yeah, I agree there.
And Anthony, I want to correct you. Dean versus Seth, because I feel like their best match was at Starrcade and it wasn't even televised.
I heard that was a really good match too.
It was. I watched it, and I feel like because it was a house show, that's probably one reason it wasn't televised. That it's not going to be nearly as good as their fucking Starrcade match. And that's the reason it didn't make the card. I'm thinking WWE logic. We don't want to put this on the card. We're going to have them fight at TLC. This match will overshadow that.
I hope that's not the case because, I'm a huge fan of Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. So I want to see them do great.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, too. I've been a fan of Dean Ambrose since he was teaming with the real draw, Sami Callihan. Does anybody remember, Anthony, do you remember Sami Callihan's The Hacker gimmick?
Oh my gosh, let's not talk about that hacker gimmick.
It was so stupid.
You mean Solomon? No, you mean Solomon Crow.
to be honest, I loved the hacker gimmick because I loved him doing it. It's such a dumb gimmick, but he did such an amazing job selling that gimmick.
You remember who he made his debut against?
AC Snooze.
No, it was C.J. Parker.
AKA Juice Robinson.
Please don't remind me that gimmick.
I mean, he's not really doing anything much different from the C.J. Parker thing.
It's like a rip off of Paulito gimmick.
If you really look at what he was doing with C.J. Parker and look at Juice Robinson now, I mean, what difference is it?
They're both really excelling. Look, Juice Robinson, I don't know where Japan, because they gave him the U.S. title and then they just took it from him in like a short period. I don't know what the deal there is, but he's still great. They're still featuring him a lot. He's still great over there. And Sami Callihan is just, I mean, motherfucker. If he isn't great,
Juice has more so.
House of Glory, Lucha Underground, TNA, and any other independent show he does, he's just like killing it.
MLW,
He's killing it, man. He's fucking
House of
killing it.
Hardcore.
I don't give a shit what anybody says. You can love Tommaso Ciampa all you want, but he ain't never gonna be as good as he is on Twitter, on TV. And Sami Callihan is just fucking killing it everywhere.
He's good on both. Yeah. He kills it on Twitter and in real.
Oh, he's a great heel. Don't get me wrong, but he's not as charismatic as Eli Drake. Even though I don't know what the hell Eli Drake was on during last Thursday, except that he's just like, it's another filler show. Yeah. And Sami Callihan, I mean, he's killing it, and if you're facing him, he's probably killing you.
Yeah, so that's all I had. Tune in to Impact tomorrow. Should be good.
Isaac, we forgot one thing I wanted to announce. We were talking about TNA Homecoming. Don't forget, we are streaming. We are going to do our best to stream live for Wrestle Kingdom, and I really wish somebody else would join us for that.
I will be at the Dirty House show that day, so.
You go to your WWE house show while we're watching New Japan.
Well, I didn't pay for it, so.
Isaac, I even heard Isaac over there like, no, you go to your free house show. We're gonna go to our great stream, man. It's gonna
be probably early in the morning.
I'll be asleep, so yeah, y'all have fun with that.
Yeah, Anthony, I know you can't make it because you got to work, and you're not. I know you're not going to take off to watch Wrestle Kingdom. That's just kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Not really.
Get Chris Worth to watch Impact.
Hey, maybe we can get Chris Dilsworth to join us for that podcast. I'd love that. But
we're trying to get Dilworth to watch Impact first.
Well, it's on a Thursday. Wrestle Kingdom's on a Friday.
You know what? You want Chris Dilsworth to watch Impact? All I got to do is say, hey, Tori, next time you're on Dilsworth's show, start talking about Impact. Tori will do it too. That's the fun part.
I think we are just gonna just start talking Impact tomorrow. Let's do it.
There you go. Let's start talking Impact to see. Because Chris Dilsworth, the last time that somebody did that, he was quiet the whole time.
I was one of them who mentioned Impact too.
Yeah,
I know. That's what's funny.
We spent.
He's like, really, man? You had to go and mention Impact on my show?
Alright, so my final thoughts are done. Who's next?
Me. Whoever keeps blocking me, whoever's behind this whole thing of making sure AC Smooth is not able to share on other groups, your mom's a hoe. Alright, with that being said, guys, I'm out of here. I gotta get ready to go to bed. Y'all stay smooth, be easy and everything. Stay safe out here. It's a cold world, dog.
Anthony.
Yes.
My final thoughts are the final thoughts. SC you later.
SC you later. Y'all be easy tonight. Good night.